Hey, what if I told you that one of the biggest tech companies in the world is potentially losing thousands of dollars every single month on a single customer? Yeah, you heard that right, and it's not some obscure startup, it's OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT. So here's the deal. OpenAI recently launched their premium ChatGPT Pro subscription, which runs you $200 a month. Now, at first glance, that sounds like a pretty hefty price tag for an AI chatbot, right? $200. That's a streaming service, a gym membership, and a couple of nice dinners all rolled into one. But here's where it gets absolutely wild according to new analysis. If a subscriber actually used that $200 plan to its full potential, it could cost OpenAI somewhere in the neighborhood of $14,000 per user, per month to actually service that demand. Let that sink in for a second. You're paying $200. OpenAI could be spending $14,000. That's a gap of $13,800 per person per month. If that isn't the most eyebrow-raising business math you've heard all week, I don't know what is. So how does this happen? Well, the Pro plan gives users essentially unlimited access to OpenAI's most powerful and most expensive models, including the O1 Pro mode, which is their top-tier reasoning model that requires significantly more computational power to run compared to the standard models. Every single query, every long document you ask it to analyze, every complex coding problem, every multi-step reasoning task, all of that requires serious computing infrastructure, and that infrastructure is not cheap. We're talking about massive GPU clusters running around the clock, massive energy bills, and massive operational costs behind every single response the AI generates. The analysts who crunched these numbers essentially mapped out what a truly power-hungry user could consume if they were hammering the system constantly throughout the day. Think researchers, developers, or heavy business users who are running long, complex prompts repeatedly. And when you stack all of that usage up, the compute costs spiral into a number that makes the $200 subscription fee look almost laughably small. Now, to be fair, OpenAI is betting on something that every subscription business bets on: the average user won't come anywhere close to maxing out their usage. Think about it like a gym membership. The gym makes money because most people sign up in January and stop going by February. OpenAI is essentially doing the same calculation, hoping that the majority of Pro subscribers use the service moderately enough that the economics eventually balance out. The power users subsidized by the casual ones. But here's the thing that makes this story genuinely fascinating: OpenAI is already reportedly burning through cash at an extraordinary rate. The company has been losing billions of dollars annually, and they're still in a race to scale their technology, improve their models, and fend off competition from Google, Anthropic, Meta, and a growing list of rivals. So pricing a product at $200 when the potential cost is $14,000 feels less like a sustainable business model and more like a calculated, or maybe not so calculated, gamble. It also raises some really interesting questions about the future of AI pricing. Can these companies ever actually charge what their services truly cost to deliver? Will AI subscriptions have to go way up in price? Or will the technology itself become cheaper to run as efficiency improves? Because right now, the math simply doesn't add up. And I'll leave you with this thought: the next time someone complains that $200 a month for AI is too expensive, just remember that you might actually be getting a $13,000 service for the price of a fancy dinner. The real question is, who's going to blink first, the users or OpenAI?